Hi everyone, this is Jimothy from MasterStack, back for another review today. And as usual, we would appreciate if you would subscribe to our channel if you like what you see for more videos. And let's start. This comes after our preview for Better Uptime, where we defined our expectations. We checked what the product is, what they offer, and the pricing. After considering everything, we thought this had a chance of being something that fits our use case, and it seems to fit most use cases. If you have a website or 100, you can stack up to unlimited, so you can always find something. What this tool does is monitor your website, servers, or pages. You can use keyword check, or you can ping a server or a website, and it will monitor those constantly with a time frame you decide up to, I think it's 30 seconds, the least amount. Yes, 30 seconds checks. It will check from multiple locations before escalating an incident. And once that happens, you can set up your schedule so that it will automatically alert the person that's on call at that time. You have automatic escalation as well, and you have availability for phone calls and SMS. But if you don't use that, you have integrations available with many different tools, such as even Microsoft Teams or Slack. So you shouldn't have any issue getting alerted when the unfortunate happens. We never want it to, but sometimes it does. And one important thing about uptime monitoring is you need a reliable tool, having no false positives and getting the alert at the right person. That's really important. And this one seems to be able to do that. So we're going to try this out now. And what we expect is that we can easily schedule at least one monitor on one website. And we will see what happens afterwards. I have only registered. I have not done anything. It asks you to monitor one website when you join up, but I removed it. What we have here is the dashboard. And as you can see right down here is the onboarding. So you can check this out to connect everything. Let's begin with the monitor. So let's check our website, MasterStack. Alert us when the URL becomes unavailable, doesn't contain. Yeah, you can also check for keywords if you want to check like a competitor's website. If you want to, that also works for websites. But for now, we'll just do the classic becomes unavailable. You have this available, but you can also add something else. I will check that later. And you can add teams. So you can have multiple teams, each responsible for a certain amount of servers or websites. And yeah, this is the escalation protocol. You can, yeah, it doesn't matter right now. I don't have teams. Advanced settings, pronounceable monitor name, recovery period. Along the monitor must be up to automatically mark an incident as resolved. So if it comes up on its own, it will stop the alert. You can have automatic SSL TLS verification, which is important. Even though they usually get renewed automatically, it never hurts to make sure it's there. How often should you check? That's very low time. That's pretty good. How long to wait after observing a failure? Yeah, in my case, it's not as important, but I can see in other places. You might want to have an immediate report. Depends on the website, but it's nice that you can edit all these things and you have really nice timings. Like I could see this being used at a very high level as well, if it's reliable, which we don't know yet. Header name, and if you want to, you can change the way you request the URL, and if it's protected under HTTP authentication, if it has a maintenance window, it will automatically ignore those. And that's it. Okay, let's create it. Send test alert. Yeah, we're not doing callers because we're outside. This deal gives phone calls and SMS only if you're from USA and Canada. If you're from outside, you have this optional add-on. That's $15 per month. And in my case, that's not useful. Could be useful in other situations in bigger companies, so it's not what. Oh, and one nice thing they added recently because people asked, it used to be with, see, you have 30 status pages and 500 monitors at 4 codes. With 5 codes, it used to be you get unlimited monitors, but 50 status pages. And they've just recently made it so with unlimited, with 5 stacks, you get unlimited status as well, which is very nice. Anyway, we were back here. Let's have a test alert. Sure. Let me just add the correct email on all of that. All right, so the weirdest thing just happened. I pressed send test alert, and within 1 second, I received an SMS, a phone call, and an email, all saying that this was a test. So it was really on point, and it seems to be working. I just made this up, which is down, because it doesn't exist. So we got an incident. It is ongoing. I have gotten an email. So let's check. DNS lookup first. So you have the codes. You can monitor. Okay. This is the error. This is everything. You have the status, the timeline. So we can acknowledge it. It means someone is doing that and it will not escalate further. Let's mark it as resolved. Sure. Even though it would resolve itself after it's back up. But let's just remove this. It served their purpose because it keeps on being down. So let's just remove this. How do we? Yes. And it's done. Good job. Acknowledge and resolve. Now we can create teams. As you can see, I already have made another team just to try. And that's how you separate your monitors. Each team has its own calendar and integrations and monitors. So you can keep multiple companies or entities or organizations, whatever you want. You can keep it separated with the accidents and team members and so on. Then we have integrations, which there are quite a lot. So we have added this one to try it out, but there are also Slack. You have the status page with your domain. I guess you have to configure a CNAME. It's pretty easy. Heartbeats to get your cron jobs going. If you have to create incidents here, you can use Better Uptime to handle incidents from all the other server monitoring tools. So that's where those are the categories: importing data, Google, Amazon, and then you have those tools, the infrastructure monitoring, cloud monitoring, calendars that you can use to set up the calendar for the on-call duty. You can also check the connections if you want. Then we have the exporting data, which is Slack and Teams to report incidents via chat. They're considering Telegram, I saw on the roadmap, which is also interesting. We have this front Zendesk, and you can also create a status page. You can add comments to Trello cards when new Better Time incidents are created, and Asana as well. Incidents become Asana tasks. PagerDuty, and then you have webhooks that you can use to integrate custom software. Zapier. Then you have Better Uptime API. Then you have also the availability to do some custom integrations of your own. They have a chat right here, so they seem willing to help out. The documentation is pretty good. There's a lot of things, as we noticed. So I would say I'm happy with this. I'm happy that they've also unlimited status page, as we saw earlier. So 5 stacks is very enticing right now. And as we saw, the monitor of something broken was pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with this, and I'll continue using it and trying it out. For now, we are good, I think. The only thing that's missing is server monitoring. That's available in other tools of the same type, but you do have integration with anything you want. These are all enterprise class tools, and Grafana is also open source, so you could do it yourself if you know how to and if you want to. And also, not all servers can easily integrate. So sometimes, even though it would be nice to have server monitoring, it would be another kind of issue than just your website. So I'm okay with the fact that it's not here. But as far as features go, that's missing, of course. And that's it. We have no false positives yet, which is good. You can easily add team members. You can easily add the on-call schedule. So I like this a lot, and I'll be sure to keep on trying it. Hope you like this video, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.